I respect them being able to tell their story and having the courage to do it.
Kamala Harris said that she believed all of Joe Biden's accusers. She also said that
I do not believe you are a racist. And I agree with you when you commit yourself to the importance of finding common ground. But I also believe, and it's personal, and it was hurtful to hear you talk about the reputations of two United States senators who built their reputations and career on the segregation of race in this country. And it was not only that, but you also worked with them to oppose busing.
And now that it is to her benefit to become his VP pick, she's more than willing to do that.
What a mess!
So with that being said, it's quite clear that a lot of warnings regarding Kamala Harris as being, a career politician, someone that will do anything to get ahead, a social climber. It seems that, there's no smoke without fire on that front, really. Because, there are rumors about her, being in a relationship with Willie Brown and stuff like that. This is a lady who, was once the Attorney General in California, and she was so pro-cop. I mean, people call her a cop, but she was so pro-prosecution. She sent parents, she convicted parents whose children truanted from school.
I was going to start prosecuting parents for truancy. Well, this was a little controversial in San Francisco. And frankly, my staff went bananas. They were very concerned because we didn't know at the time whether I was going to have an opponent in my re-election race.
Other minor offences such as, weed possession, smoking weed, stuff like that.
She put over 1,500 people in jail for marijuana violations and then laughed about it when she was asked if she ever smoked marijuana.
You ever smoked?
I have.
Okay.
And I inhaled. I did inhale.
Okay.
It was a long time ago. But yes.
I know you have to go. They say you have to go.
I just broke news.
I mean, was it in college? See, I like stuff like that. That's a real honest answer. Was it a blunt or joint?
It was a joint.
Hey.
Yeah.
You remember the high?
I do.
This is a lady who is very pro law and order, but to the extent that she would box tick, really. And, the old adage of the saying of a pipeline from school to prison, she pretty much embodied that. And I don't understand how Joe Biden can pick Kamala Harris in good confidence, in good conscience.
Your next Vice President of the United States, Kamala Harris. Kamala?
Drop your weapon. These bloods are under arrest.
Trying to, appease the black demographic and voter base, with a lady who, one, is an African American, and two, has really initially made a career enforcing and stamping down law which would affect black people more, in terms of, if you look at the statistics and what the Democrats say, that law and order itself affects poorer people more. And they also run with the fact that poverty affects the black community in America more.
And she fought to keep cash bail system in place that impacts poor people in the worst kind of way.
You look at that and you look at their argument and where they're standing, she effectively imposed her will on the black community in terms of punishing them for things that didn't really necessarily require punishment.
This woman is as bad, or maybe even worse, and I don't know if you can get any worse, but let's say they even get worse with each generation, and it does if you don't deal with it. This woman is as bad as the Wicked Witch of the West, Maxine Waters with the low IQ.
You know, I'm going to be quite honest here. But Biden effectively handed Trump the election here now, because any Democrat that was on the fence with regards to if they were on board with Joe Biden, he's pretty much forfeited now, because nearly everybody can see, apart from the most far left lunatic imaginable, that Kamala Harris, she's just a box ticking pick, really. You know, she's a halfway house between, you know, a strong black woman, but then, you know, the authority establishment. She's not quite a strong black woman, or is she? Now, the media are guilty of one or two things here. Some of them call her African American, which, for the record, she isn't at all.
You ain't black.
You know, she isn't descendant from black Americans who were brought over during the slave trade. Instead, she has an Indian mother and a father from Jamaica. You know, the rumor is that he's biracial. Now, I can't corroborate that particularly, that he is half white. However, let's just break it down a second. At best, she is half black, half Jamaican, or at worst, she is a quarter Jamaican, which means that she's as black as me.
You ain't black.
Now, compared to Kamala, I look positively white. I got straight brown hair, and ain't no one believing me that I've got black in me until I'm showing them pictures of my grandpa. No one's believing me. Now, how can the media, you know, either tell lies or tell lies by omission when it comes to her heritage? She's not African American, and that's just one factor as to, you know, how fake and how phony her whole political career has been in the public eye, really. You know, she isn't for the black community. She is for Kamala Harris. That's who she's for. Everything she does is for Kamala Harris. And quite frankly, if I put a number on it, I'd say 90% of people can see how untrustworthy and phony she is.
She blocked evidence that would have freed an innocent man from death row until the courts forced her to do so.
This is a lady that went on the Breakfast Club and said that she smoked weed during college whilst listening to Snoop Dogg and Tupac.
What were you listening to when you was high? What was on? What song was
Oh, my goodness. Oh, yeah, definitely Snoop. Tupac, for sure.
What do you listen to now? What's your favorite hip-hop artist now? What's your favorite artist?
You know who I really love is Cardi B.
You like Cardi B?
I really do.
People lie and say that she was listening to Snoop Dogg and Tupac while their music hadn't come out at the time, while she said she was smoking pot, listening to it. Got him!
That's crazy to me, because she was on the Breakfast Club laughing and, you know, and dishing out bants about how black she is, and, you know, half of my family are Jamaican and this is what we do. Remember, she sent people down. She convicted people for weed possession whilst she was a politician in the public eye, after college, after this event where she smoked weed in college.
She is as bad and worse as the fallen Messiah, Barack Obama, and his wife, Big Mama Michelle, the woman that was hoochie mama dancing all through the 8 years of the White House. Hoochie mama. You can take the woman out of the ghetto, but you can't take the ghetto out of the woman.
It's just so fraudulent. Tupac and Snoop Dogg, really? I'm sorry, that just sounds to me like one of her campaign staffers during the presidential nominee, she was told by one of her graduate campaign staffers, oh, who was cool, who was hip back then? Oh, Snoop Dogg and Tupac. They're casual enough to come across like you'd actually have listened to them. It's just fake. It's just rubbish, bro. Like, this is who. It staggers me, man. Like, who the hell says, oh, I inhaled. I made sure to inhale.
Like I inhaled. I did inhale.
Come on. That's just a load of borders. Come on. No one says that. No one says that. If you're going to smoke weed on your own, I don't even smoke it, but damn. Like, come on. It's just crazy. Like, this woman is just a joke. Like, she's just a joke.
What else do we know about this population, 18 through 24? They are stupid. That is why we put them in dormitories. And they have a resident assistant. They make really bad decisions.
Do you believe that Americans should have the right to vote at age 16?
I'm really interested in having that conversation. I have to tell you that. I think that there is no question that if we are looking at what is going on in our country, we are putting more responsibilities on people at a younger age. And the larger number of people that we can involve in the electoral process, I think the more robust it would be.
You know, there is a very obvious reason as to why the Kamala Harris is a cop meme is, you know, so easy to get a hold of. It's so easy to come across because this was a lady who in California was the Attorney General, and she did what she could to get convictions, to tick boxes, to effectively, if you look at it, she feels like a salesman. Think about it. If you're a salesman, you've got to get a certain amount of targets. And to me, her record of, you know, not sending people down, but convicting people. Because obviously I'm not privy to the information of the punishments that she would dish out or would be dished out under her leadership. But she clearly liked hitting target. You get what I mean? It's not right. And Joe Biden's really, he's flapped it. Like, at least if he would have shown someone like Susanna Rice or blood, man, it's someone like Stacey Abrams who's useless, but at least you can look at her and say,
she black.
Kamala Harris ain't it, chief. Kamala Harris ain't it. And Trump's already lambasted her. He's blasted her, man. Like I knew he would. Trump has killed it, man. Trump has got banter. You know, this lady is known for being a social climber. Look at her relationship with Willie Brown. Willie Brown has fully admitted that during his relationship with her, he put her in positions of authority, of influence, you know, well-paid positions. He'd sponsor her in order to get her ahead, really, because he liked her when she was younger, and they had a relationship. So, you know, that's where the hashtag Heels Up Harris has come from. It's astounding. The left they're just so they lack self-awareness, man. They lack self-accountability. It's crazy to me. And you can tell that the political left, you can tell that they will obfuscate this now because they're in the public domain. Her telling people that she believed Joe Biden's sexual assault accusers. Remember, the word is accusers. I'm not running either here or there. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to pass judgment on the guy. But she said that she believed them, just like she believed Blasey Ford against Kavanaugh.
She was extraordinarily nasty to Kavanaugh, Judge Kavanaugh then, now Justice Kavanaugh. She was nasty to a level that was just a horrible thing, the way she treated now Justice Kavanaugh.
That just shows a career politician. She just literally does anything she can in order to push her image, her brand in her target demographic.
This is a queen, by the way. You know how the black people is talking about, oh, my black queen. This is a queen from hell, from the gates of hell. I went to Israel once. It was fascinating. We went to the gates of hell. I thought of Kamala Harris. It was like a dark pit in this old city. And it's like, you look down in there, just pure darkness. And they say that's the gates of hell. That's where the gates of hell was at one point. Kamala lives there. And so does the Wicked Witch of the West Maxine, along with Big Mama Michelle Obama and that Sheila Jackson. Oh, they're from the gates of hell.
It was a debate.
Real talk time.
Real talk, why?
Just look at that as an example of how she flip-flops and how she changes position depending on how it will benefit her. She tried to pass off what she said about Joe Biden being someone that was congratulatory over Democratic candidates in the past who were pro-race segregationists. She tried to pass that off as it was just a debate. It was just a debate. It was just a debate.
It was a debate.
Saying that she felt like a second-class citizen, trying to pull on the heartstrings of people, trying to get the crowd to turn on the then favourite Joe Biden. He was pretty much most people's picks. She definitely wasn't the pick given her percentage, had such low percentages. But to say that it was just a debate and then cackle about it and laugh about it, to me that's someone that just can't be trusted. Literally cannot be trusted. How can you vote for someone? Okay, let me just say it like this. Look at this. Every single person under the age of 25 will most likely have said in their lifetime, all politicians are liars, don't trust politicians. Kamala Harris is basically telling you that. She's basically telling the world that she will do what she wants and say what she wants in order to get ahead, in order to promote her brand again, to promote Kamala Harris. How can you vote for someone in good conscience and trust in their manifesto when she said this? Think about it. She says, right, free tuition fees for everybody, vote for me. They get the vote for free tuition fees. Then, later on in 2 years' time, we can't do that. We can't do tuition fees. We've been working on it, but unfortunately, we've looked at the finances and we just can't do it. Well then, Kamala, why did you say that? Why did you say that? Oh, it was just an election. It was just an election. That's the sort of precedent you're setting. Now, the same people that say Trump lies, Trump lies, Trump lies, even if Trump does lie, and I'm not saying he does, even if he did, he certainly wouldn't be so upfront and bold about it. Kamala Harris was bold about this, and she said it was just a debate. It was just a debate. It's just a debate. I'm sorry, but you've said a lot more things about Joe Biden than just in the debate. Why don't you address those things too, Kamala? Why don't you address those too? You've already admitted that you exacerbated things, you embellished things during the debate because it was just a debate. I don't know how anyone can trust this lady. It's quite scary that people will trust her. You've got Joe Biden that doesn't remember what room he's in.
We choose truth over facts.
And then you've got...
It was a debate.
Sorry, but this lady Mike Pence needs to take this lady to task when it comes to the debates. And he can pretty much say whatever he wants because whatever he says about Kamala Harris, the media can't criticise him because it's just a debate. Surely it's just a debate, right? That needs to be a meme. It's just a debate. Every time you say something about someone, it's just a debate. It's just a debate. Oh, you're a bit overweight. Oh, it's just a debate. That's what we need to run with. It's just a debate. Hashtag it. Just a little aside. It's crazy to me how a lot of these identity politics ideas by the media that have been thrown out now such as reparations, a woman of colour VP. Why were these never on the agenda when Obama was in power? He had 8 years, man. Why? Why didn't any of these things become talking points when Obama was president? Really?
Really?
It just sickens me, man. Absolutely sickens me. And people don't see it. They don't see it for what it is. They literally don't remember they could have asked all these questions when Obama was president. They literally could have asked it. Reparations, I don't agree with it whatsoever. I'd benefit in some way, but I don't agree with it. Her dad's a professor. You get what I mean? And her mother, she went to university as well. So the only hardship that she would have had to face is not looking like her neighbours. And if they did or were abusive to her, yeah, it's harsh. Yeah, it's rubbish. But if it's not one thing, it's another. If someone's going to bully you for something, they're going to bully you for something that's obvious. I was fat. People used to call me fat. I got a big head. People used to say I got a big head. No one cares about when people take the mick out of bald guys. They can't help it. No one gives a damn if a guy's got a small pee-pee and they take the mick out of him. But the moment it's colour or immigrant, oh no, we've got to run this story till it's in the ground. It's just mad. In closing, Joe Biden has effectively given Trump the election now. Trump's won. Trump has won. The executive order for the stimulus checks that he's just signed, the banning of TikTok, which in time will be seen as a positive move, and this pick, Joe Biden's finished. I'm just waiting for more additions to the highlight reel, really, of Joe Biden's gaffes, because they're just funny, man.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
I feel sorry for him, but they're just funny. Anyway, do like, comment, and subscribe.
First of all, is the answer yes?
The answer is absolutely yes, Joe, and I am ready to work. I am ready to do this with you, for you. I'm just deeply honored, and I'm very excited.
I can't tell you what she's voting for. I don't think she knows what. I think Joe knows even less than she does.
If you like what you see, help out. If not, vote for the other person.